It's over 9,000.
He said the thing. I ain't gonna lie. I think I should have picked a better voice, the original voice actor, but still, it's
that's the original. That's the fun version.
The other one is he is more raspy. It was a different voice actor for it. I think this is Chris Savage. Mm-hmm. The other one back in the 90s when this first came out, it was another brother. I can't remember his name. Something Knightley. I can't remember. But yeah, y'all, if you guys haven't heard, you heard now. We're over 9,000. 9,000 subscribers, y'all. And
hey, man. Y'all can hate on us if y'all want to, man. We're not going anywhere. Y'all can hate on us if y'all want to. We're not going anywhere. We love the hate. You can't do it to us, man. We're too good. We're here. We're here to stay.
Yes, sir.
Can't do nothing about that, bro. I'm telling you, man. Look. 3 years ago, man. 2 years ago? 2023. Man, we
going on 2 years.
2023, man. That's when we, kicked this thing into drive mode, right? And then ever since then, we just been non-stop going at it, bro. I'm telling you, bro. We're like Drake every year, just constantly dropping music.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? We're so consistent with this stuff, man. And we're never letting up, man. Now we're about to go harder. 9,000 subscribers, man. This is crazy, dog. This is year 2, 9,000 subscribers, bro.
Sir.
I am nothing but happy. There's nothing nobody can do. There's nothing there's no comment that you can make. There's nothing you guys can do that's gonna take this shit away from us. So let's get it, man. Let's get it, dog. Too easy, baby.
Man. I mean, it's like 2-3 weeks ago, this was an impossibility. We would never have imagined ourselves at this level, at this pace. We never would have imagined ourselves here. And so, I mean, it's been your guys' unwavering support that we're here. All that thanks to God and everything else is just like we're here. And I really do feel like we're here to stay. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This stuff was getting a little bumpy. I won't lie to you. And sometimes, you don't know what's waiting on the other side. You don't know what could happen from anything. But I can tell you this, these past couple weeks have been magical. They've been, I'll keep it real, they've been fucking magical. And yeah, there's nothing that y'all can say that could take this away from us. There's nothing that y'all can do that could take this away from us. It's like, it's crazy. Because this shit's been magical. It's a journey. And it's like, damn. I didn't know y'all rock with us this hard, but now that we know, it's like, now we want to go even harder.
Yeah.
And so, yeah,
it's
man.
really not a stopwatch. It'll never stop.
Yeah. Speaking of the man, though, speaking of the boy.
It's the boy that got the block hot.
So, yeah, man, this performance, man, this concert that Kendrick is pretty much had the whole 6 hot. Kendrick.
Bro, and I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed because here's the thing, and this is how I know, Kendrick, people that are fans of Kendrick are not really fans of Kendrick. And if they are fans of Kendrick, they're probably ignorant and they don't understand the things he's saying. When he said they not like us, he didn't mean Drake, because they is plural. He is talking about Drake in affiliation to Drake, which is Canada. Yeah. Toronto, the 6. So if you guys, now if you're American and you showed up, okay, I get it. But if you guys are Canadian, which majority of you were, in Toronto, born and raised, and then, 9 times out of 10, you guys have been impacted in Drake in some sort of way. Because that's how big of an impact Drake has in the 6 in Toronto.
Yeah.
And you attended that concert and he played Not Like Us and you danced to it like he wasn't talking to you?
Man. Once you bought the ticket, it was over.
Once you bought
It's
the
not even
ticket.
that. Once you bought the ticket, you already knew what was up. You fully committed to going to that show, knowing damn well that Not Like Us was going to be played. You committed to it. And so I was like, yeah, okay, cool. And the thing is, I don't even think everybody was there because they're a Kendrick fan. I think there were a number of SZA fans and people that like the trend of Not Like Us. So there's a difference between him having fans and then them following a trend. The trend was not like it. The trend is still going on now. They're giving him awards still and everything. They're still trying to make him hot. Like they're trying to make sure that Kendrick is as big as he can be off this beef. And so this is a whole press story that everything that they've been doing to try to boost up that song. They're playing it nonstop again. And I know somebody was saying something crazy that every 3 or 4 songs is Not Like Us on the radio station over there in Toronto when Kendrick was in town. Or no, it was a diss song. So they played Euphoria. They played what you call it, Not Like Us, and what was the other one?
Those are the only two songs you can really play.
And like that,
I like that. Like, okay.
like that.
Now,
So they, yeah,
honestly, Top Dog is paying these radio stations to play it. And it's a good tactic. It's a good tactic for ignorant people. But I'm disappointed in Toronto, man. Like I thought y'all would. I thought y'all will be behind the person who pretty much feeds that entire city. You know what I'm saying? I thought you guys
yeah.
would be behind that.
But like
man,
I said, I think it was a majority group of SZA fans that came because remember they had the headliner. They had to put her as the main one.
yeah, facts.
And
It
so
was
yeah,
a nice program,
it was a strategic move. It was real
It's
strategic. Yeah, because they weren't selling those last tickets. And so at the last second, they started saying, "Oh no, this is a SZA concert, y'all. It's SZA featuring Kendrick." Even though this is Kendrick's tour, but they started headlining it as SZA's tour. And so, which makes sense because SZA's the bigger name. As messed up as it is to say, I would say SZA's a bigger name. Just because of all the pop, when you're in pop, yeah, that's the biggest genre of music still to this day, pop. And so, uh, you bring a big name like SZA on tour, yeah, your shit's gonna sell out. Your stuff's gonna sell out, and so, yeah, I know there's a lot of people there that were like singing Not Like Us, but I don't think they were truly singing it because they're a fan of Kendrick. I think they were just going along with the trend, like it was gonna be a big night because the whole world started calling Drake a pedo.
yeah, man. Honestly, I'm disappointed, dog. I'm disappointed. I mean, I think that when it came down to it, right? I get it. You're a SZA fan, and you go there. You represent Toronto because you're a SZA fan, and then that just comes with Kendrick Lamar. But if you're truly like a fan, if you're truly about what Drake does for the community, what Drake does for the six, I mean, Toronto, you guys were put on the map by Drake. Nobody gave a damn about Toronto until Drake started repping Toronto.
Yeah.
Just being honest. Like, I thought Drake was from Houston. I thought Drake was from Houston for at least the first few years when Drake came out. I didn't know this dude was from. I don't think Drake ever mentioned he was from Canada, and then he actually started repping. Oh yeah, I'm from Toronto. I'm a Canadian or whatever, whatnot. And then you guys fucking, you guys kind of disappointed me, man. Like you gotta stick behind the person who's the driving force for your entire so like presence of a community. You know what I mean? Like the presence of Toronto was Drake.
Yeah.
And you guys won a championship. Like Drake's the reason why Kawhi came to Toronto. Do you really honestly think Kawhi wanted to join the Toronto Raptors?
Yeah.
Leaving San Antonio? Come on now.
True.
Dog, like a lot of these celebrities that go to Toronto, that do business in Toronto is because of Drake.
Yeah.
Puts y'all niggas on the map, man. And you know what I mean? I get it. Like some of y'all, and you can never find loyalty in location. I get that. Like a lot of people, once we make it big, right? A lot of people from Houston gonna say fuck too easy, you know, and I get that. I get that. But at the end of the day, we all know where we came from, and those who are gonna rock with me is gonna rock with me. And if I was Drake, all you motherfuckers that bought a ticket that went there, you done know, eh? And that how I say it in Canada, you done know, eh? That's how I say it. You done know. No more deals for you, eh?
Yeah, bro. Like,
Not that ass.
yeah, no, on the real. Like, I mean, and that's the thing I was saying on the last podcast. Like, yo, listen, when Drake drops that new album, Iceman, please, I ask y'all, don't come out and start saying some crazy stuff like, "Oh, I was always a Drake fan. That's my dog." You know what your fake is. You know what I mean? Fake
Nah,
commentary. Like if everybody starts coming out, like I'm telling you, when Iceman comes out, people are gonna start acting funny.
Joe Budden's always the first one, no matter what, whatever Drake comes out with.
Yeah.
He's gonna talk shit, right? He's gonna do a reaction, be like, "Yeah, this is trash, whatever, whatnot." And then later on, he's gonna sort of retract his words, but not fully retract it. You know what I mean?
I mean, nah. Regardless, he makes money off this shit, bro. This is his bread and butter. I mean,
and if I was Drake, I would let Joe Budden promote him. Like, fuck it. Like Joe Budden's just a shit talker. That's his thing. Yeah. Let him do it. But yeah, man, a lot of you dudes kind of remind me of Joe Budden, man. As soon as Drake drops, you motherfuckers are hating, or as soon as Kendrick drops, when y'all want to hate on Drake. But it's never any other artist. It's always when it has to do with Drake. There's a love-hate relationship for Drake.
Yeah.
And you guys, you guys got kind of, I think y'all got kind of sidetracked and forgot, this motherfucker's the one that's feeding y'all niggas. Nobody checking for Canada. Nobody, no fucking, the soccer, what was that shit called? FIFA's not going to Canada. Drake's not there.
They had to move to the U.S. They changed it at the last second. Now it's coming back to the U.S.
Come on now.
Even with Drake's influence, they still didn't want to go over there, which is crazy. And I'm like, dog, like, what do you guys, you know what I mean? It's like, what are you guys expecting if you guys turn on Drake? Like, Drake is your Luke Skywalker. He's your only fucking hope. If he goes down, the whole thing goes down. Because your prices over there, prices in Canada are crazy right now because of the tariff war. It's almost impossible to live in some of the cities in Canada because of the tariff war that's going on right now. All the prices, the rent's going up, gas has gone up, everything has gone up. So I mean, like, what else you got? And so, all due respect to my Canadians, I love my Canadians out there, but the way y'all treated Drake during that or at least Toronto, not even putting the whole country on it. But at least how Toronto treated Drake that night, I was like, nah, bro. I would have been, I don't know, I would have gone, If Drake's your all-star, he's the dog that's going to lead y'all to the promised land, you get behind him 100% or you don't at all. 100%. And so, yeah, the fact that y'all were playing that game where you're like, oh, yeah, you're not like us. Then you got to go home, back to Canada. Kendrick is going back to the U.S. He's not staying here with y'all. Y'all got to stay here. And so, and then you tell anybody went to that concert, they're going to look at you funny. Like, hey, you went to that concert, eh?
Kendrick ain't coming back to Canada again.
Yeah, man. The
amount of security that motherfucker needed. Yeah. That motherfucker needed a presidential
yeah.
Bro. Come on now, man.
Well, I bet you that was the promise that he made too. He's like, hey, I ain't going there if I don't have the entire precinct there protecting me. I ain't showing up. Like that's how bad it was, which I understand, which is smart. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Like what happened to Rick Ross, oh yeah, I would have done the same thing. But yeah, so according to NFR though, podcast, so yeah, man, there's politicians at that showing, and dogs backtracking, and so
I mean, is he backtracking
let's see.
though?
So Jamet Sign apologizes to Drake after he called him a goof for seeing Kendrick Lamar. I shouldn't have gone at all. OVO and Drake have lifted up this city and Canada. For me, it's always Drake over Kendrick. I went for SZA, and that's the thing. He could be right.
No, he's telling the
I
truth.
think he's telling the truth. That's my thing. And that's the thing that people are not understanding too, especially like some Drake Blazers. Like I think he's telling the truth because SZA's the big name. She was the big name of that tour. She was the one headline for that tour to sell out the rest of the tickets. They had to put them on discount. They're 50% off, and they weren't selling. They had to put SZA's name on the header just to sell out the rest of the tickets. Nah, bro. And so, yeah, dog, like, nah, and like,
And the thing is, so Drake pretty much like saw it on his story, saw him on his story, and was like goof, and sent it to him. And then I guess the dude, so I'm pretty sure the dude had money backed by Drake, which
probably not anymore.
that's your. If you're a politician and you're doing politics and your money is backed by a known like person
Mm-hmm.
that's beefing with that's beefing with someone else, come on now, dog. Like that's on
Yeah.
you. Your campaign's not gonna be funded no more. That's on
Yeah,
you.
bro. Like, what do you think was gonna happen? Like, dog moves like the president in Canada. Y'all want to play games? You can play games with them all you want.
You don't think this motherfucker gonna find out? Like motherfuckers, come on now,
Yeah,
dog.
bro. Like that's probably the last time. I bet you he probably had some campaign ties to Drake. He probably ran a campaign off the name.
Exactly.
So I mean,
That's
not
what a lot
saying
of
he
people do.
did, but still.
They hold Drake. They whole album has a Drake feature and it's popping. You know what I'm saying? People listen to albums just because there's a Drake feature on it.
Yeah. True. Yeah, man, it's crazy, bro. It's like the amount of disrespect you guys have for these guys. But speaking of disrespect, Lil Wayne's daughter, Regine Carter, responds to people calling the Carter Six trash. Um, yeah,
It's just saying.
I don't know, but what did you think about the album though, overall? Before we even get into this,
I listened to a few songs, so I'm not gonna give like a overall, but I mean, I like the songs that I listened to. I liked.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think that. I guess like after listening to the songs over and over, yeah, there wasn't really any on like a 9 level. Majority were floating around 6 or
Yeah.
7. So if the rest of the album were like the songs that I like, I would give it like a 7.
Nah,
But yeah, that the album probably it was probably mid.
yeah,
Probably mid.
it really was, and like as much as I love Lil Wayne, dog, it wasn't his best album. Now, is it enough to call him trash or something? No, he's still very talented. He still has some of the best punchline raps to this date, and he probably has some of the most prolific verses in the rap game ever. You know, some people can say he's still probably, and if you put him on any ranking, he's going to be in people's top 10 easily. But just this whole idea that dog is trash, it's like, nah, bro. And the thing is, people don't understand that he had to go through this whole battle with Birdman, and it stunted his growth, man. That when he had to go through that battle with Birdman, it stunted his growth, and
All over fucking money though.
yeah, and his
Oh
own
man,
dad, like pretty much, imagine your own dad stealing $50+ million from you,
all over fucking money,
all
bro.
over money.
And this is why you don't do business with niggas, man.
You just don't.
This is why. just avoid it altogether. Like me and Barco, no relation to niggas. I'm telling you, no relation.
No. Now when it comes to
I don't mind
no,
good
I got a lot of
business.
niggas. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of niggas in my family, a lot of niggas that know. But when it
I'm
comes to
talking about like
business though, when it
have,
comes to shit,
yeah.
us handling business and things like that, no, I don't associate them. I'm just like,
That's what I'm saying. When it comes to business, no association with
as much,
niggas at all.
yeah, as
No.
much as I love them, they be like, hey man, let me go and be part of y'all stuff. Nah, love you.
Yeah. And it could be this. It could be like the smallest thing. It could be like some of the smallest thing. Like if I see them in a certain situation, let's say we like around women or whatever, and I see one person try to act like a jackass because we're around women,
Yeah,
those are
yeah,
indicators. Those are like those small little indicators. Now I can't fuck with you.
yeah,
And I think and with Lil Wayne, he was so young. He was like 13 when he was like running the fucking
yeah,
streets. So when Birdman started, Birdman swooped in on him early
yeah,
and was basically dealing his music and shit like that. I mean, it is what it is. He stole whatever he stole, however he manipulated the contract. The contract was bad
yeah.
for
It
Lil
was like
Wayne.
some lifetime deal or some crap like that. It's like yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. And he also has it over his artists. He has something over Drake too and stuff like that. And so it's like, yeah, he manipulated the whole deal and stuff that screwed over Little Wayne. And Wayne did,
But that's why you like Wayne, he didn't do it. He didn't do it the way
yeah,
Drake did it. He should have did it like instead of the way he reacted, he should have reacted, okay, I have enough money to get lawyers
yeah,
to rip up this contract. Like I know this contract
yeah,
is not
yeah.
liable.
And so yeah, bro. And then he took advantage of a young boy out of Louisiana, New Orleans, and it just is what it is. And so they made up. I know, you know, they made up, and so but dogs probably still at arm's length. But yeah,
Yeah. I would definitely keep him in arm's length,
yeah,
man. People like that you can't trust. Just like what's the name? Big Sean and Pusha T and Kanye. Like Big Sean was like, yo, like I'm making I'm selling this amount of albums and I'm doing
yeah,
this amount of work and I my contribution to the label is way bigger than your contribution, his contribution. I think he was like right under Travis Scott in terms of like production, and Big Sean was getting robbed too, and that's why he wanted out of the deal. He was like, "Nah, I don't want to be a
yeah.
part of this shit no
Wasn't
more."
Ye owed him like $6 million after?
Yeah, 6 million, and that right there. To be honest with you, I wouldn't complain over that, especially if I'm already a millionaire. I wouldn't complain over $6 million.
Now,
I'd be like,
if he's the
like
reason
whatever.
why I became famous, I'll let him have it. You know what I mean? Like if it,
Yeah,
and that's me. Like that's just me. Like I know 50, not 50. John Cena, he has that same thing too, where he has like a 10% lifetime deal with Vince McMahon. So whatever John Cena makes on any of his deals, it goes straight to Vince McMahon for WWE. And
yeah,
he said he was fine with it because he's the reason why I got out I got out poverty or wherever my life was and shit like that, or wherever he came from. And so I was like, okay, that's fair. That's fair. If I got to give you 10% of all my earnings to have a great life. Oh yeah, I'm doing it because
yeah,
100% of nothing is way less than like 30% of something. If I gotta get just 30% and get to live a great life, shit, I can keep it.
yeah. 100% of zero
Yeah,
is zero. 30% of a dollar is 30 cents
yeah, it's something. Shoot.
at
Now,
least.
am I gonna get screwed over that bad? No, that's not what I'm. That's not what I'm aiming for. But
Yeah,
that's just hey, that's just is what it is. It's business, and so, but
and that's why I want to get to like when we start to definitely like make it to the point where it's like okay, like um, there's conversations we have to have at the boardroom type of conversations. I don't want to get to the point where you know people that are contributing to the team and they ask us for a raise or they ask for like, hey, can you provide this for me or that for me? I don't want to ever be that person to be like, nah, man, I ain't doing that for you.
Yeah.
I want to always
No, like I
give.
said, but it also has to be on the performance of what we're doing. Like if you guys are
Yeah,
giving us the top line product and we're doing great and we're making somewhere close to Kai Cenat money or Mr. Beast money, I have no problem doing that. I have no
yeah,
problem doing it. But if we're fucking struggling and we're turning over on the red, I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, hey yo, listen, we on the red, yo. I can't give you no. I can't give no. You know what I mean? I can't give no raises if we're in the red. It's all hands on deck in this
yeah.
mother.
We need to.
You know what I mean?
You got to be in the
Yeah, you know what I
bottom.
mean. And so like I want to be fair. I want to be straight up and fair. So my thing is I want to be more fair than not if we get in that situation. But yeah, and so reason why we bring all that up is because I feel like that right there is what stunted Lil Wayne's growth. It stunted his growth. And so now you have kids like, oh yeah, I know. Oh, my older brother talks about him a lot. You know, you talk to
Yeah.
kids now. Oh yeah, my older sister used to like Lil Wayne. I remember that. You know what I mean? Like kids now don't know who that is. And so, like I said, kids are like a major market. Like back when Lil Wayne was dropping the Carter 3, all the kids were like, oh damn, hey, dad, let's get it. Hey, pop, can you get that album? Hey, Mr. Carter.
Carter 3 was
Carter 3 was
crazy.
amazing. I ain't gonna lie. The one with him, Mr. Carter, with Jay-Z.
No, that's not President Carter. President
Yeah.
Carter. That
No,
song.
no, Mr. Carter with Jay-Z. Oh, Mr.
Oh, hey, Mr.
Carter. Oh,
Carter.
that was such a hard collab, bro. That was such a hard collab. That's like one of my favorite songs from all his albums. But but yeah, man, it's like yeah,
Really?
oh yeah, Millie. Oh yeah, Millie. What's his name? Glockavelli. What's his name? Key Glock. Just he did an imitation of it on a song called Glockavelli. Like
Oh,
that
for real?
generation, that 2010 generation era of rap and music, it was so legendary. I think that's where the highest peak of where songs became great. I think that's the highest of what it got. And then we get to the 2020s. Now we got people sampling songs from 2010. So right when you get to people sampling songs from 2010s, or
Not even that
like not
long
even
ago.
that long
You
ago,
like,
like
oh
10
shit.
plus years ago, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that was the last great era of music. Now, or like the last great original era of music. Like that era was so great. What's the name? Somebody I used to know is still a number one hit. It's still going. It's still a number one hit in most radio stations. Somebody that I
So
used to know. And
that song,
then
man.
not to mention it got rehashed again. It got sampled by Doechii on Anxiety. And so like that's where we're at now. When your era is getting sampled hard like that, that's when you know that was the last era. The era just before. Yeah.
That,
That,
that song's annoying as
oh
fuck
yeah, no,
now.
I can't stand
Anxiety.
that song.
Ah!
There was a good post, but then it got ruined because they played that song. I was like, ugh, no, I'm good.
Yeah, they overplayed this shit, bro. Like I was like, God damn, stop playing this shit. I don't even like it
Yeah,
no more.
and so, but that's the thing. That was the last great era of music. The 2010s was the last great era of music. Original music, that was the last era of it. Now we just,
Yeah, because you have Linkin
oh
Park
yeah,
in the beginning. That you have Eminem. I'm not
R.I.P. to
afraid.
the
Like all that
R.I.P. to
shit.
the dog. What's his name? Nigel, old boy from Lincoln Park, the lead singer.
Mm.
R.I.P. to the man. But yeah, man, it was such a great era of music. What's called Kanye didn't go bad shit just yet. Uh,
Kanye, late registration, graduation. Kanye had like a
Dark
just
Fantasy. Oh
killer albums, just
yeah,
annihilating. And we all know Drake had
yeah,
that half those albums,
yeah.
but
Runaway.
it
Oh
was
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Run.
Run away from me.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
no.
that was a
Yeah.
crazy era. I
I
just
swear that was just like, but that was just that was the era that was like that was just the era of original music, and so now it's like anything that's coming out that's original. And I ain't gonna lie, like Lil Wayne's most of his stuff now was sampled, and it wasn't sampled in a good way. Like whoever his production team was, I ain't gonna lie, dog. You might have to get a new production team because yeah, whoever produced some of your music on that album, I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm not even hating. I love Lil Wayne. Like there was a time where Lil Wayne was over Drake for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. There was a time, and then Drake just took over the game, and I just had to,
Drake took
yeah.
over
And
the
so,
game.
but there was a time Lil Wayne was the the top fucking dog. And so
Lil Wayne dropped. Lil Wayne was so popular. Lil Wayne dropped a mixtape, and it like broke records for all
I believe,
mixtapes.
yeah,
Where he just mixed everyone's song, and everybody was like, "Fuck!"
I remember that. What was it?
It was
What was it? Tunchi?
everyone's.
Something saying Tunchi or something like that. Tunchi mixtapes or
I can't.
I can't remember it either. But yeah, he did a remix to "Rolling in the Deep." That one was so hard. That oh man, that used to be so hard. I ain't gonna lie. He used to just kill. He used to just release music just to release it. Like that was a hard era. And so yeah, bro, like man, that was the last era of good music. Back in 2010s, that was the last era of good music. Now all that shit's getting sampled now. And so yeah, man. I mean, shout out to his daughter for defending him, but like, all due respect, baby. All due respect, Regine.
Regina.
Isn't it
You said
Regine?
Regine?
Ain't it Regine?
I don't know. Is she from? If New Orleans name is probably some wild shit.
That sounds like a New Orleans name. Some French.
Crazy
Regine.
name.
Yeah, some French quarters type name.
This is my name. My first name is French. Reginald.
Yeah. Yours is too. Yeah. So yeah, Regine. So yeah, let's see what she has to say. I know we're just talking off one video, but yeah, man, that's how great Lil Wayne was. Now, does he have that same magic that he used to? On some songs, he does. On some songs on his album, he did. You can see the lights of it, but it's like it just wasn't there for some of the stuff. He was trying to force some things, and it just didn't work. Let's see what she has to say, though.
Fact that y'all
What's good? Hey, so thank y'all for tuning in. This is a commercial little break we got going on. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Go and do that now while you have a chance. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is the Too Easy Podcast, baby. It's your boy, King Barco. Go and do it. Get it done, big dog. Like, share, and subscribe. Get it done, motherfucker. Come on now. Let's go. Come on. Now we can get back to the show. Hurry up, nigga. Come on. Come on.
can get on TikTok. Carter 6, you said Carter 6 is trash. That's fine. That's what you want to say. But let me tell you something about my father and Carter 6. This is what I hate about you kids. The fact that y'all can get on TikTok and do a fucking dance to it, that don't mean that it's trash, babe. Okay? The fact that you can't get on TikTok and do a little 1-2 little viral moment for it, that don't mean that it's trash, babe. My dad was talking real shit. It's stuff on that album that you can hear in 2K, in games, at fucking malls, at all type of stuff. It's universal, my love. Y'all need to take y'all minds out of the TikTok world and get to the real bag. Whereas my dad is a lyricist, babe. My dad really talks shit. So if you can't understand it, please move silent like the GM lasagna and get the fuck out of here. Thanks. Now that's my last song.
I see you try to play it because that's like Lil Wayne's famous iconic.
I was like, wait a minute.
I'm gonna keep it real. She's honestly, as much as the thing is, she's too close to it. You know, when you're too close to it, you can't see outside of it.
Yeah. She got too much love for her father, and that's okay.
And that's good. Like I said, that's good. But as far as critiquing the album, so having love for your father and critiquing the album are two different things. Now, I do agree with something she said. He's like, a lot of people look for TikTok trends. They look for songs that can be like trendy on TikTok. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. However, it's like, okay, yeah, that's somewhat right, but at the same time, it's like the album though it just wasn't good. Like he was forcing old sampled songs. He forced a Weezer song. He was trapping to a Weezer song.
What?
Yeah, he was trapping to a Weezer song. Zip, zip.
What is that? What does that mean?
You never heard the song that he would? All right, I'll show you. I'll play it a little bit. And this is an old song. This was like one of the hottest tropical songs. Probably one of the hottest tropical songs out there. Like when you go to the beach.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, let me see. I'm about to share with y'all. So yeah, he was trapping off this song.
That's weird.
That's what I'm saying. Like that was like the stuff that was on that album. And I'm like, nah, that didn't work. That didn't work. And so that's what I'm saying. He was trapping off a song. You talk about, I think he talked about killing a couple niggas or something. Or I'll done you niggas or something off this song. Like that was like a big romantic, like
no way.
Yeah, that was a big romantic song back in the 2000s. Or,
yeah, I love that song. I remember this.
Like it's like he was trapping to that shit. I'm like, no, that don't work. No, Weezy, no. And so, and then he did the same thing with Bells, where he tried to recreate old school 1980s rap beats and shit like that, like LL Cool J and all that shit. Try to bring that back, and I'm like, no, that didn't sound right either. Like, no, like, and the thing is, he kept trying to do all these things in this album, and I'm like, no, dog, keep it on a straight arrow. But he kept trying to do this stuff, and then the song with his son. Yeah, the song with his son. That's what his son was saying. He had a song with his son on there. Yeah.
What are you talking about, man?
That's he was literally rapping with his song. His song's name is Lil Navi. And I ain't gonna lie, that the song was ass. I ain't gonna lie to you. Then he had a song with his daughter.
Once you reach a certain status where, like, let's say you had like a long break, right? Let's say you had like a long break, right? A lot of these people that were on top of the game, I think Lil Wayne, he had like a break between 2011 to 2014 or some shit like that. And then after 2014, there was a long break to like 2020. Once you have those long breaks back to back, no one's checking for you no more. So when you come out with these albums, there's an expectation that you're still the same person that you were before. And when you don't put up the same amount of effort or give a fuck into the song, then your audience is not gonna receive it well. They're gonna be like, man, what the fuck is wrong with you? That happened with Jay-Z.
Yeah. And so
Jay-Z had to learn, hey bro, like your shit's whack now, bro. You can only give me like 1 or 2 songs.
Yeah, what was it? 4 for 4? That album? Yeah,
that was like 4 for 4. Nice, but you're just like,
4 for 4 was that album for me when it came to Jay-Z. I remember he dropped Magna Carta, dropped Watch the Throne.
Magna Carta was worse. Oh my god, Magna Carta was horrible. Carta
had some good songs in there. Fuck with me, you know I got it. They had a few. Fuck with me, you know I got it with Rick Ross. Then what was the one with Justin Timberlake? Yeah, one with Justin Timberlake. He made a couple songs with Justin Timberlake, but he had one on that album too. That was pretty hard.
Which one are you talking about?
I can't remember. I gotta know. Actually, yeah.
Magna Carta.
The song itself, Magna Carta 2, was pretty hard, I think.
Oh, my bad. Magna Carta. Okay, my bad. I'm thinking of the wrong album. Yeah, I love Magna Carta. Holy Grail.
Oh, yeah, Holy Grail.
Potions. Yep. No, so this one came out way before 4 for 4.
Yeah, no.
4 for 4.
He took a break, more or less.
Yeah. When 4 for 4 came out in 2017, that was like the end of, like, the only thing he had on there was 4 for 4, the song, and the story of OJ.
The story of
and then
OJ
I think he dropped another album.
The story of OJ was pretty dope.
Yeah, the story of OJ was hard, but it did make sense because it was
it
like
didn't.
OJ OJ still survived. Like I don't like
Yeah.
OJ, if anything, defies all the odds. And honestly, that song made me believe Jay-Z was part of the agenda.
Mm.
Cause like now I see you trying to push agendas on niggas. You're saying we could be nothing but niggas. Still nigga. You know what I'm saying? Black nigga, short nigga, tall nigga. Your shit, you literally just created a whole narrative
Yeah.
that were no matter what was still niggas.
I mean, yeah,
Jay-Z, not because he's a
yeah, because I
billionaire.
think
He
he
ain't supposed to
still
be.
like. I think that's why he probably stopped rapping because I feel like that's
Yeah,
yeah, or at least he stopped putting solo albums out because he'll still talk about, oh, I'm a young nigga from Brooklyn that used to sell crack. Like that was that's his whole persona. And so anytime it goes back to that as a billionaire Jay-Z now, it's like, all right. Oh, okay, bro. Like, how many times are we gonna have to hear that you sold crack? You know what I mean? Like, he always has to talk about, like, what was this? This is the 40th time he told us you sold crack. Like, we heard it before, big dog.
yeah, him and Pusha T, man, they need to get that shit up.
And Pusha T, that nigga didn't sell shit. That nigga was selling to college kids, bro.
That nigga. I used to sell drugs to the kids in school. Looking ass.
Yeah, I've seen those type of drug deals. Those niggas are lazy. They don't do shit. They're like, yeah, man. Hey, man. I got a discount on something else, man. I got to get rid of it, bro. You help me out. You ain't like no tough ass nigga in the street.
Help me out, bitch.
Yeah.
Are you a salesman or what?
Ain't no tough nigga on the street. Like, nah, nigga, let's do this. Like, nah, you ain't. You was just selling to college kids, bro. Like white people were doing that shit. You know what I mean? Like, calm down. And so his brother was crazy though. His brother was the real one. His brother was the real gangster, I think. But either way, it's like, how many times I got to hear that you sold crack or you sold this, you sold that? Like, dog, do something new. Like,
and like, oh, you a billionaire? You're talking about selling crack. You're a part of the fucking problem. Exactly. You're a billionaire. You can talk about anything.
About my story.
You don't owe no one shit.
Yeah, like, it's like
that was my whole thing with the black nigga, because everybody hated that I hated this fucking song growing up. I was a young junior enlisted, and everybody was like going crazy with this song. I was like, so y'all gonna let him confuse y'all and say you can be nothing but a nigga on a song, and you literally believe that shit? You literally believe that no matter what, you still a nigga? Yeah. He was like, oh, that's not the point, bro. He just saying everywhere you go, you do. Dog, that all he did was put a limiter on you. He limited you to be only a nigga. You, not me, because I don't like the song. I don't fuck with it.
Yeah, the song was okay. I ain't gonna lie. The song was okay.
But he tried to slip OJ in there.
He tried to slip it in there. Like,
OJ got away with murder. How you gonna slip a nigga in? Like, come on now. Yeah. Of all people?
Yeah, I think you needed something controversial for that album. A lot of people you needed something for the album because the album was booty juice. I'm not gonna lie.
That was trash.
I mean, I get it was a personal.
We already went over how Jay-Z never ran an era. Like he never ran.
He's never been number one at anything. Only time he's number one is when another song gets old, and then he'll sneak in on the charts and get number one or something. He'll sneak in after a song does number one for like how many weeks? Like 10 weeks. Then he'll sneak in and be number one for like a week.
I think the only time I really was like Jay-Z's on top of the world was when he did that album with Kanye.
Yeah, Watch the Throne is probably the hottest. That album was perfect. That's still for me is the top 5 greatest rap albums of all time. It's the greatest.
Collab, yeah.
It's the greatest. It's the greatest collab album of all time for me. There's still no album that's gotten close to it. Maybe the one with Future and Drake, but even then, I don't think so. Even then, I don't think.
What a Time to Live's a close second. But
that's Watch the Throne.
Watch the Throne
was on a different level, bro. That album was perfect. Like each song,
I was like, damn, Kanye is killing Jay-Z.
Man, bro, this was the most perfect fucking album, most perfect rap album I probably ever heard. And so it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And so yeah, no shot. And I'm gonna keep it real. You know, we got to keep it real. And so yeah, no what. Yeah, and so Watch the Throne. Yeah, no, Watch the Throne is still the greatest duo collab album of all time. Still for me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. But yeah, I mean, it just is what it is on that. But yeah, as far as going back to Wheezy, hey man, Wheezy F baby, and the F stands for failure.
Damn, why you gotta say failure though?
I'm just playing. I'm just talking shit. But yeah, shout out to Wheezy, man. I appreciate you, man. I love your music, dog. I'm just talking shit now.
We love Lil Wayne. I ain't gonna lie. I think you should have headlined the Super Bowl because it would have been a lot more entertaining.
I think, and then so
even my kids booed the Super Bowl, and my kids don't even know Kendrick Lamar, and they booed the Super Bowl. I was like, oh, boo, we don't like this. And I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, this shit trash.
Yeah, no.
Like my young kids booed the Super Bowl.
I'm telling you, if Lil Wayne comes out and he just starts singing a milli, the crowd would have went crazy.
The crowd will go.
The crowd would have went crazy. A milli.
This ass dude, he didn't want Lil Wayne to reclaim his legacy in his hometown. I don't know what it was, man. I don't know. Jay-Z.
Thing is, Kendrick was so hot off Not Like Us. Like, I don't think like people understand how truly hot Kendrick was last year.
Yeah, he was.
He was just so hot that you couldn't ignore him.
The greatest Drake diss of all time, no doubt. The greatest Drake diss of all time was Not Like Us.
Yeah, and so
no doubt.
Yeah, and like I said, that was the biggest thing out at the moment, and it was like, okay, so do I pick somebody that people don't really hear anymore because of his beef with Birdman, or do I pick the hottest nigga in the world right now? Of course, we're starting to find out why he was the hottest nigga in the world, because all, behind the scenes and shit, but still.
He wasn't the hottest nigga. As soon as he came out there, they were like,
yeah, who? Yeah, they didn't care. And so, especially when they started doing acapella stuff, people were like, what? I was like, all right, okay.
All the stuff are golden. What?
So it was weird. It was like, it was.
Yeah. Oh my God. Get off the stage. No.
SZA was actually killing it, though. I ain't gonna lie. SZA was killing it. But.
Yeah, but not in a duet.
Not to do it. But now when she started singing All the Stars, I was like, damn, that's pretty nice. She was killing it. She was like singing her heart out, trying to save the show. And so, yeah, man. I mean, yeah, bro. Like it made sense why they picked Kendrick, just because he was the hottest nigga at that moment. And I get it. Mm-hmm. You got to make business moves, and it's like, okay, and it was pretty very convenient, the fact that, it was pretty convenient to get Kendrick on there right after the fucking beef. So it was like, okay, it makes sense. But I was like, no, you weren't really there. And then, of course, we're still finding out that, motherfuckers were paid to play that song, and that's why he was real popular. But it wasn't.
Yeah, bro. Like I shit you not. I'm a witness to this. I was in Medellin, Colombia, in the hood, more or less, in the hood, in the grocery store, and they were playing Not Like Us, and and they did play a Drake song, but you know what Drake song they played? One Dance, which made sense. Yeah. Of course, you're gonna play One Dance. Colombians listen to stuff like that. They don't listen to not like hard hip hop rap. They don't know what Not Like Us is.
They don't even know. You can ask them. They don't even know.
You can ask them. I like it.
Yeah, there was this British girl I was talking to at the time, and she was telling me, she was like, "Yeah, there's something going on. We just," because she was talking about they're looting stores and stuff. And
they was losing OVO stores.
So she was there in the middle of it, And so she was like, wow. He's like, they're really mad about this Drake and Kendrick thing. He's like, we don't even listen to it out here. I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, but nobody's even listening to it. I was like, I don't know why they're mad at him. I was like, oh, damn. And so
That's
it's
what I'm
like,
saying.
I was like, and yeah, I mean, didn't want to go on a little rant, but still, it's like this beef is like there's so much layers to this fucking beef, and how many things.
Yeah, there's too many. This beef will last for so like, you would think it wasn't a year ago. You would think it was like a few months ago.
Yeah.
That's how like people held this beef to their heart,
And now anything.
and
Go ahead.
and the only reason why it's still going on is because he's going to all these venues and still rapping the beef songs. Like Drake's not going and rapping Family Matters, even though that was the best diss.
Yeah, no.
He's not doing that shit.
Yeah.
And then here's another thing. Here's another thing, right? And here's how I know people are full of shit when they go to those concerts. There's a bunch of white people that go to fucking Kendrick concerts.
Yeah.
And guess what they say during that Euphoria verse? We don't want to hear you say nigga no more. Mm-hmm. You telling me white people are saying this?
Yeah, that's his bottom line. That's his bottom line.
You see what I'm saying? Like, there's no logical thought into the people that go there. There's no lot because, like, clearly they're talking about biracial. He's talking about biracial people.
Yeah.
And he's talking about Canadians. And he's talking about dudes from Toronto.
It's a trend. That's the. It's
trending
right now. That's the only reason they show up. Oh damn, this is a new hottest thing. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I think that'll be fun. Let's go. Let's go hang out for tonight. Yeah. I think it'll be fun. Yeah, it'll be fun. You want to go see Kendrick? Yeah, no.
Well, let's see. SZA.
Or they're like, yo, SZA's in town.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, she's at the concert. He's like, oh,
I want to see BBL live.
Yeah. He's like, oh, Kendrick's doing it. Who's that, Mom? I don't know, baby, but we're gonna go see SZA. I love her music. And so, yeah, man, it's like, I don't know, there's so much layers to this, but I digress. Let's probably hit one more. Let's keep it pushing. But let's see.
Happy 250th birthday to all my Army friends out there, including this guy.
Yeah.
You know, Army vets. My grandfather was an Army vet. Rest in peace. My uncle is an Army vet. My Uncle Pat, shout out to him. A lot of my family are Army vets. I'm the only Marine, so fuck you guys. But yeah, man, 250th birthday. It was a success out here in DC. It actually, wasn't that bad. I saw a few people out here protesting. I think it was like a No Kings protest. Yeah. And I saw a few people out here protesting, and I ain't gonna lie, I saw this one person holding a Colombian flag. She was fine as hell. She was fine in them.
Speaking of fine Latinas, hey, be careful out in them streets, man. If there's a fine Latina trying to hug you and you got chains on, better be careful, my brothers, because she could be. Yeah, if you're wearing chains or anything on your neck or anything, watch out because these girls are sneaky. So check this out. A Latina is getting deported after stealing a man's chain without him noticing. It was all caught on camera. So she got deported.
How do you that drunk? You don't notice?
No, when a Latina's touching up on you, you're like, gosh, damn, I got it like that? I got it like that? Yeah. Oh, I didn't know I got the sauce like that, baby.
She not even all that, though.
Nah, but, I mean, still, it's a Latina. It's a big booty Latina running up on you.
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah, you take that.
You know, your knees start buckling.
Take that.
Your knees start buckling once they start grabbing up on you. Let's see the replay, Chip. Look at she's kissing on him. Look at this. This girl's just looking around. Oh, she just slipped it away. Look at that replay, Job. She turns it on his shoulder while his homeboy walks up on him. Right before
some big ass.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was just saying. My bad. There's a little bit of delay, yo. So I was just saying she slipped it right on his shoulder right before his dog pulls up on him. Look at that. She's doing kissy face. I ain't know. Look, she's rubbing her titties on him. Right before his dog walks up. This girl's a professional. City girl. Oh man.
That's a red flag right there. That
Yeah,
tattoo.
that tattoo right there. That girl. She feel.
I ain't gonna lie though. I would have been lost. Hey man, I would have been lost in the titties too, man.
I don't blame you, big dog. I mean, I don't.
I'm
She's
lost.
bouncing them titties up on your face. She got the fat ass. She grabbing up on you. It's like, ugh.
I'm sorry, baby. What'd you say? You want to get my chain? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you can have it.
Yeah, that
You
brother
can
started
have.
buckling.
Man, if y'all walking around with chains on in this day and age, I really don't understand it. If your chain is not tucked in like this, like I don't see the point in wearing chains anyway. But if your chain's like out, like you're trying to show it off, and you get a snatch, you deserve that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm just being real.
Got you.
You shouldn't be flaunting around money like that unless you got security.
Yeah, at least somebody that's actually.
You got a big ass dude like Barco next to you. You shouldn't be wearing shit like that.
Yeah.
Marco was standing next to me. We out doing Too Easy podcast and everything. Yeah, I'm gonna wear a few chains. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm protected.
Yeah.
But if it's just me, no, nigga, I ain't about to wear no chain outside my fucking car.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, they might put a big booty Latina on me too. And then they might get me too. We'll be like, hey, papi.
Like, y'all too easy podcast.
You wanna go back to my hotel room? My knees start buckling. Yeah.
Too easy podcast. We saw you in Colombia.
You Colombia. Back in our hotel? Come on, I give it to you.
Well, hotel.
You like my booty? Oh man. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'll probably buckle. But speaking of girls with booties, our girl, probably the greatest WNBA player of all time, our girl, the best and the greatest, the woman herself, Angelreese just recorded her first triple-double. And and she says,
I thought you was gonna talk about NBA girls, man. You over here talking about injuries.
Yeah, her tall sloth ass finally got her ass finally got one. So it's on her. And I think it was against like another team that was like booty juice. And so I think the team was like 2-7.
Bet her first shot. That's all they did was bet her first shot.
They what was it against another team? I think it was Wisconsin or Connecticut or something. They were like 2-7, and like Angelreese's team is 2-7 right now. And so man, she wanted to record it, and I was like, okay, that's cool, but it's like it's probably against the worst team in the league right
now. So they congratulate. You know what?
No, I'm gonna give it to her. But it's like,
nah, I'm not gonna be a hater. I'll clap it up.
I'll clap it up. But it's like, nah, I don't know.
Did you really? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
But
I think we can go ahead and end it there, though. I mean,
got about an hour in. Actually, we got like an hour 30.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Hey, thank you guys, man. I can't say thank you enough. I love doing this shit now, man. I mean, I've always loved doing it, but like now, like I think I don't know if you feel this, bro, but I developed like a deep passion for this stuff now. Yeah. Like I developed like a deep passion for this stuff, and I really want to continue doing this shit. And we got like plans. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be live streaming some very special events that are that we have planned. Sure. And I just want to thank everybody for tuning in and listening to us, because man, dog, we came a long way. Yeah. We came a long way, dog.
That's true. I mean, it's like, honestly, I didn't know how far we were gonna get this year. I mean, I'm still in disbelief that we're this far in. And so, from the bottom of my heart, y'all, I just want to say thank you. Because without you guys, of course, we would have never gotten even this close or even this far. And so it's like, man, like every day is a blessing. Like every day we get to do this is a blessing. And if we get to do this for a living to a point where we start getting paid for this, I want to make this my number one thing. If you guys love hearing us talk, you guys love, coming to talk shit with us, I want to make this my number one thing. You know what I mean? I love, and I do this, I'm doing this for free and I don't care because I love doing this. It's a passion of mine. I love coming out here, talking shit with y'all. That's like something I really enjoy doing with y'all. I really do. And so, that being said, hey, tonight could be the night, man. Let's see if you guys can get us over to 10,000, man. Once we get monetized, I really want to start giving away things. I want to start doing giveaways. I want to start giving stuff out. Cause yeah, man, we're getting there. We're getting to a point now where it's like we're becoming undeniable, where people have to watch us or have to see us on the recommended videos now. It's like our message is getting out there. I mean, not even a message, it's just us talking shit. But it's like our videos are getting out there. And so I can't thank you guys enough. But that's it for me. You got anything else, partner? Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Much love to everybody. Let's get to 10,000 tonight, y'all. But remember, there's one thing and one thing only, y'all.
It's over 9,000!